Hello, so this is a guide on how to solve problem 10 on the bookwork for 7.1. And so we're given the polynomial x to the fourth minus 6x cubed plus 11x squared minus 6x equals g of x. And the directions say we have to find the rational zeros, use, and write it in factor form. And so if you look at this polynomial, right off the bat you can see that we can factor out an x. So then this function becomes x times x cubed minus 6x squared plus 11x minus 6. And now we have a cubic factor and we have just our x. So now we want to apply the rational roots theorem to our polynomial. And so then we can get that x is equal to plus or minus, well, what are our factors of 6? 1, 2, 3, 6. And we're especially taking the factors of 6, and 6 is the constant term. And you're going to divide that by the factors of the leading coefficient term, which in this case happens to be 1. So the only factor 1 is just 1. So that negative 1. So now we have, these are all our possible roots. So now you must graph the cubic or the quartic, whichever one, and you will see actually that it seems to intersect at 1, x equal to 1, x equal to 2, and x equal to 3. So let's actually try x equal to 1 with synthetic substitution or synthetic division. So 1, then you want to do 1, negative 6, 11, and negative 6. So the 1 is dragged down, multiply that to get, you multiply that to just get 1. So 1 negative 6 gives negative 5, and then this gives negative 5 here, so that makes 6, and then 6 moved to here gives 0, so you have a remainder of 0. So now we are given x squared minus 5x plus 6. And so now we know that, well, one of our roots is equivalent. So we know that g of x is equal to x times x minus 1 times this right here. So now you can actually factor this quadratic into x minus 2 times x minus 3. So g of x is equal to x times x minus 1 times x minus 2 times x minus 3. And as you can see, if you were to if you were to graph these this function, see, x times x minus 1 times. So if you graph like the factors form and the original function, you should see the two quartic equations match up. And as it's graphing, it appears like they sorry about that, just some technical difficulties there. Just entered in the wrong number, but yes, it appears like they do match up. So, well, the answer is g of x is equal to x times x minus 1 times x minus 2 times x minus 3. And so there you have it. this is your guide on how to solve problem number